everyone. Today I'm going to explain the lichess learned section. So first let's start with the rook. The rook can only move in straight lines. So for example, I can go to the left, to the right, up and down. It can go uh, in all directions, but it cannot go diagonally. So it tells us to capture the star. So let's take the star. Now, actually, this tells you which moves to play. So the first two are pretty easy, but then it gets harder. This is like puzzles. You don't like try not to waste any moves while playing them. So like try to capture a star on every single move. So like don't go like here to do this. That is like just moving here is called wasting a move, and and then you won't get this 3-star things. But on your first try, you might get 2 stars or 1 star. But once you master these, may you can pretty much get a 3 star. So let's take these stars here. So our stage 1 is complete. Now we can go to the bishop. The bishop can only move diagonally. It can only stay on one color. That that is because it can only move diagonally. It cannot go to the dark colors. But in a game, you will have 2 bishops, one on a light square and one on a black square, so they can dominate the board if you use them correctly. So let's try to not waste any moves while capturing the stars. This will be kind of hard. Let's hear. We can take here, and then here, here, and on G7, then on A1. I think that is pretty good. Here we can take it maybe on D3. No, maybe not on D3. Maybe on B3, and then A4, C2, B1, D3, and then E2. Yes, that works. So for this is how the bishops are set up in a game. So one light square and one dark square. Together they can capture all the stars here. If you only had one, you can only capture 3 of the stars. Doesn't matter which color. So here, let's see. Maybe with this bishop, we can take here, and then here, here, and there. Yes, that's good for one bishop, but now we have to solve the other. Maybe we can go here, 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 and there. Yes, that is very good. I mean, like the 3 stars. So now we are going to move on to the queen. The queen equals a rook and a bishop. It can move diagonally. Whoops, not there here. It can move any way diagonally. It can move like a rook, up, down, left, or right. So first we can take this pawn and then take this pawn. If it was a rook, it would take more moves, but this queen is the most powerful piece in the game, except the king. Uh, but the king, it's like if you don't have the king, then you lose the game. So like I don't think the king really counts as a piece. So yeah, the queen is the fastest piece that can travel. So first here we can take on g8, and then maybe on g1, then h2, and then h5, and then b5, d3. But then we can't capture this one. Maybe g8, a2, and then I don't see a good move after this. If we take this, then we cannot capture that pawn. So we can take here on g1, and then take on h8, g8, and then a2, h2, h5, b5, and then d3. So first, here, here, here. Yes, that this move order works. Now we can we shouldn't take this one. We would be kind of wasting a move. If we take this one, then this, then maybe this. If we take all of that by that order, this star will be left. So maybe we can take here, and then maybe here, here. That does not work either. Where can we go? Here. No. Here. Maybe we can go here. If we do that order, then this D1 pawn will be left. So we need to look for another order. Let's start with this pawn. Now what order do we have? We're going to take here, and then here, 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 but then that again is going to waste some time. That does not work. Somehow after taking these stars, we need to end up here. Or end up like close to here, like here, here, or like here after taking these pawns. But I can't find a way to figure that out. It's either one of these two, I think. Maybe I can, if my queen was like here or here, maybe I can take that one. And then this one. But my king is not on this file or diagonal. So I think we're gonna get 2 stars, but let's go with this. 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 And then yeah, we will have to get 2 stars. Or actually 3 stars. There was no move that could capture all of the pieces, all of the stars without wasting time. Next, let's get to the king. The king is the most important piece because if you lose the king, you lose the game. But the king can travel like diagonally, right to the right, left, up and down, but it can only travel 1 square at a time. So the king was actually really easy. I don't know why it was that easy, but now we're going to go to the knight. The knight hops in an L shape. It can go here, here, or here. It's best when it's at the middle because then it can hop to, I think, 8 different squares. And it will be very powerful. It will control a lot of squares. So here, this, we can take this or this. Let's see, if we take this, this, that, and then we will be wasting time. If we take this, here, here, and then these pawns in this order, we will not be wasting any time. So for this one, you cannot take any of those, so you can hop anywhere you want. You can choose anywhere. I'll go here, and then this. Yeah, so for that one, you can either go down to the right to the left. It doesn't matter which way you hop out. That this one does not work, but this one will work. So let's capture the star in this way, and now we gotta take one of these. We can take this, 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 and then that. But then that wouldn't really make any sense because then we can capture another star. Oh, I think I found the move order. There. This is the move order. Now it's the pawn. The pawn is the weirdest piece because once it reaches the end of the board, you can promote to any piece you want except for a king. So it can be really powerful. Sometimes you don't want to promote to a queen. In this case, it's probably going to be stalemate. If it's stalemate, you can choose rook. If you choose rook and it's still stalemate, then you can choose knight or bishop. But in this situation, we will choose the knight to hop in an L shape and take all these pawns. The pawns it captures diagonally, like that. And in this case, we can promote to a queen, so we're not wasting any time there. Yeah, we can just take all of these easily like this, and then do that. With a lot of pawns, you don't need to promote. Just like this, you don't need to promote a single pawn, and you could capture all the stars. A pawn has a very different like if it's at the starting line, it is very different. It can move two squares instead of one. So my pawn was just here. I moved it up here. Now I push it again, one square, and then I can capture the star way faster. Here, if you take here, you cannot go the squares because you are not on the starting rank. That is the end for the chess pieces. Next, we are going to do the captures. But for today's video, I am only going to do these six, the chess pieces. And in the next video, I will do the fundamentals. The fundamentals include capture, taking the enemy pieces is really important in gaining material and then using the material to mate the opponent's king. Protection is also very important since if you don't protect your king, you could be mated, and when you are mated, you cannot, like, not you cannot, but you lost the game. Combat is it says capture and defend pieces. For example, your rook is under attack, but you can capture a bishop. You use the rook to capture the bishop, and you escape the the attack of the rook. Check in one, it's like giving check. It's not that hard. Out of check, you have to defend your king. You can block with another piece. You can move the king, or you can take the piece that's giving check. Mate in one is like mate means winning the game. If you mate your opponent, then you win the game. That is going to be the for the part two fundamentals, and then I am going to do the next in part three, four, and five. That's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.